Are we doing it?
Yeah. Anytime you're ready.
Okay.
Take one. Action. Trial run today, buddy. Mm-hmm. Trial run.
You got that right.
Camera's on. This is where all the big money's made right here. When they get to see the, what do you call it, the faces.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that, and now
I forgot about that.
Your glorious beard is that nobody has to wonder anymore. Your Dare tee. Dude, that's so perfect that you that you wore the Dare tee. You have like 1 billion of them, so it's the best.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know we were going to video today.
It just makes it even better. I think it's fate. It's fate.
Let's get this party started. What do you say?
Little intro.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory and Jim. Blap. Blang, 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 blang.
It's such a good intro.
I love it.
You're really good at the guitar.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've always wanted to try to play guitar, but I just think I'm going to end up looking horrible and not being able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I have the dexterity to knock it out.
You're too wrapped up in the looks and how you're going to look.
Well, that's an important part about it, is it not?
Why do it if you don't look cool?
Yeah. I feel like too, like I'm not a guitar player nor a musician at all, but I feel like for guitarists in general, depending on what guitar you're playing, you have to have a certain look for that guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the acoustic guys. Jeans, probably a t-shirt, flip-flops.
Yeah.
That's about it. Maybe something else. Maybe like a flannel over top that, just depending on the weather. And then you got your like the guys that have the electric guitars. I think of it's like twofold. You get the guy from DC, AC/DC. What's his name?
Angus Young.
You get something like that, maybe some kind of a weird outfit, or you go to the extreme and Hendrix it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Some animal print,
boas.
Something. Yeah. So headband. Don't even have hair.
Who do you picture when you see the Flying V? Do you know what the Flying V is? Guitar? Who do you picture in there?
Wayne's World, like a grunge type of look. That first thing that came. Maybe not. But in my mind, yes.
Okay.
What about you?
What do I think?
Yeah, Flying
fits
V.
Me?
No. I know that you're a Flying V man. You're a Mighty Duck man all the way. You and Emilio.
Not at all.
Have you ever? I know that you got several like acoustic guitars. Do you have?
No, you have to say acoustical.
That's not a word.
Nope,
that's not a word. Have you ever owned an electric one, or do you own one?
Yeah,
but like a cool one. Not. Yeah. That doesn't count. Like a cool
that electric guitar sitting right there doesn't count.
No, I mean like a cool one, like a Flying V. Or some kind of cool shape.
No, I did have one years ago that had a paint job on it that looked like cracked marble. That's as crazy as I got.
What happened to that? You sell it?
Yeah.
For crack? I feel like anybody that's a musician always sells something for crack or drugs at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe not you.
What about Stevie Ray?
I don't think so.
Stevie Ray, fact of the day.
I'll give you a fact.
Okay.
I'll give you a fact right now. It is a fact that he didn't have to sell anything because he made a lot of money. He could buy all the drugs he wanted.
And did for a while.
So he didn't need to sell anything.
He did.
Please. Plus nobody could play his guitars. He had the big fat strings. Nobody could
That's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah. I don't like the it's so played out. That's all right though. but it'll become awesome because it'll be one of those things that you'll just throw in that I'll hate, but it'll become really funny. And then eventually to me I'll laugh at it.
Well, the more I do it,
Yeah.
it'll become funny to you.
And everybody else. It might make me angrier. Like, as soon as you do it, I might threaten to just stop podcasting altogether. I'm like, I'm done. You do it again one more fucking time.
One more rim job.
And this thing's a wrap. Well, I don't know. You can toss out all the free rimmies you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn those down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, girl. What's up? I feel like
You encouraged me to use this one.
because then I can talk like this.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm digging the new soundboard.
So am I, as you can tell.
It's gonna drive everybody crazy that listens to the show, for sure. But
Yeah.
oh well. This show's not about
Whatever.
them. This show's about us
Sure it is.
and all of the fantastic guests that we have.
We will have guests.
I know that.
And when we do have a guest, we'll welcome.
You gotta give them the clap, standing O, or seated. I probably won't stand. This is a pretty comfortable chair. You've done a good job with the selection, I gotta tell you.
Really?
This
Do you
is
like
hitting
it?
me right in all the right places.
Oh, perfect.
You know what I mean? It's not one of those chairs you got to sit in for like 8 years to get your ass grooved just perfect.
Yeah. Your arms adjust up too.
You know
Up
what
and down,
though?
wherever
I
you
got
need
I
them.
got long arms, so they're about perfect. The stock fit for me. This thing came from the factory, fitting like a glove. Okay.
You know
Let's
what I was
just say
going to
that.
play on the big screen today? Speaking of you and your orangutan arms, I was
Yeah.
going to try to play Congo. On
We're
the big
doing
screen
that.
today.
But
Wow.
you know what? Let's tease that because we're doing a Congo episode. I think we're gonna do. We may not be able to legally video the
Clearances are
movie,
going to be tough.
but we'll have it on the background and we'll watch it and then comment on it while we're watching it. We could do that as long as nobody can see it.
Yeah.
We're doing it. It's like full length film. I don't know how long that movie is. Maybe 2 hours. 2-hour podcast. Christmas special in July. You're welcome.
In July.
I don't know when we're gonna film it. We could do it. We could do it this month. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's gonna be gold. You know what we should do? We should do it live. That way, people could sync up with us. Like the 12 people that listen to this show,
Yeah.
could put the movie in at the same time. We'll do a little timestamp, and then they can follow along with the commentary.
Oh, they could send in comments.
Yeah, do like a Facebook Live thing, and then they can comment as well whilst we're watching the film.
Did we decide, is there a limit of time on the Facebook Live?
I don't know. If there is, we'll just reboot it. Let's do YouTube Live. We don't do Facebook. Just do YouTube.
YouTube Live?
Or we could do there's more. We have more friends on Facebook than I think followers on YouTube, so maybe Facebook might be the better option. Plus, commenting on that would be
But
super
I think
easy.
what people have done to me is they've made me their friend, but then they don't follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually do that a lot. I
When you
have a
friend
lot of
somebody.
I have a lot of friends on there,
Yeah,
but
you turn off like notifications.
yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, they might, but who cares? We'll try them both, man. We could probably do them both at the same time. As far as I know, I have a limit on my phone how much I can record at once. I think.
You do.
I think. Don't quote me on
I
that.
thought you had one of the Samsung.
I do have the Samsungs, but it's one of the Notes, one of the big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got 4K, so
Well, now.
yeah. You can't even watch this in 4K, but we'll record it in 4K. Please. High tech.
We're probably not even in 3G around here.
Yeah, I bet we are.
You think? By now?
Dude, I upgraded my internet finally. Night and day. Night and day. I went back. We had Time Warner, which is now something else. Somebody bought them. I don't remember what it is, but
I don't think I knew that.
I'm giving them money. But I had CenturyLink, okay? And let me tell you something about CenturyLink. Sucked. I could only get like 3 megs of like download speed, which I was talking to the guy from customer service. I was like, I need more than that. I need more speed. I'll pay for it. Like, because I don't,
Yeah.
but I need. He's like, that's the highest we can give you where you live. Mind you, my parents live 0.2 miles away from me. Can get 6 megs.
You're in the middle of the city.
Figure that out. Yeah, I know. So then, and then
What?
each device, he was like, basically, you dedicate a device, so like cell phone, computer, per meg. So we had like 5 things going, which just was the slowest shit ever. Like Netflix was buffering all the time. I'm bitching about
that'll
the
make you
most
nuts.
ridiculous shit, but people don't even have water. Yeah. I'm bitching about Netflix, but then we switched over, man. We get like 60 megs now from this new thing because Time Warner got bought out by whomever. Starts with an S. But now it's like 60 megs. It's unreal. I can run like a full-on computer game, and we tested it. So like I have Diablo 3. It's pretty like intensive, heavy on the draw for what you need from the internet.
Yeah.
Netflix movie at the same time. No issues with either of them. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Well, and listeners know, we're in the absolute middle of nowhere out here.
Right.
Amish
a
buggy
cornfield
traffic
here
is
and over there. Mm-hmm. We're surrounded by it.
Yep. Yes, we are.
I'm surprised we haven't been murdered yet.
We get 10 out here.
Which is that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Especially for here.
Yeah.
Where there's nothing. That's pretty unreal.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
lightning fast.
I know. 10 is actually pretty quick.
Yeah. We can run. All my kids have gadgets. Hannah will be on her computer doing teacher stuff. I'll be
Top
doing
secret teacher stuff.
show stuff. Never a problem. Or we could all be watching a movie on our devices, separate movies.
5 separate
It doesn't
movies.
even buffer.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I love it.
Once you like get accustomed to good internet,
Yeah.
and then you go to shitty internet,
Yeah,
it kind of fucking ruins your day. Like you get out there and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch something on Netflix, but at the same time, I gotta check an email. Nope. Choose your destiny. What you want to do that day. Just annoying.
like
I don't like it either.
I don't like. And when it
I don't
goes
trust
down, life just ends. Remember how, like during a storm, you'd be in the house doing something and all the lights would go off.
Yep.
Now I feel the exact same way when just the internet
Cuts out. You're like,
cuts out for
now
something.
what do I do?
When they're doing, even if it's a maintenance thing, they'll send me an email. We're going to be doing maintenance between these hours, and I'll forget about it. And those hours come, and I just vapor lock. I can't poop for 3 days after.
You get
I
so
just
stressed
lock
out.
out.
Yeah. Oh my god. What if that happens?
Like go to a foreign country.
What if that happens longer than 3 hours?
What's the longest you've gone without pooping?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me roll a Dexit. It's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's got to be. I can't imagine it's longer than 2 days. Now, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like several times. I'm pretty regular. You know what I mean?
Mine.
I knock a few out a day.
Mine was basic training. Mine was Air Force.
How long?
We talked about it. I mean,
It was a thing?
we were just kids.
Was it more than one person?
Oh
it
yeah,
like
it
everybody?
happened to everybody. Yeah, because you're
You're just under so much stress.
yeah, your starfish puckers, and there's nothing happening at all. And it was like 4 or 5 days into it, you start talking to people. Hey, dude, have you
taking a shit yet?
Nope.
He's like, no.
Nope.
Except for that one guy. Twice this morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The only one dude.
Yeah.
He's like, I know what you guys are talking about. You bunch of pussies. He's like, if you want me to, I'll drink a cup of coffee right now and knock out number 3. It's not even 9 a.m.
That's the guy who lived in his car with his parents before he got into the military. Yeah.
He's like, you know what?
He's the kid that made it.
It's time.
Yeah. And now nothing bothers him.
Yeah. The one that made it out.
The pooper, we called it. Yeah.
Shits McGee. I don't even know. That's a horrible nickname. I don't know. I don't know. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I apologize. Blueberry coffee, buddy.
Nice.
I've talked about it before.
What, the blueberry coffee?
Yeah, it's delicious. I almost went for the deal today, too, man. They had a deal. This thing right here, this is a large. Extra large, excuse me, because I go big.
Vente.
I don't know what. What's that, 20?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. It just says extra large.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's more than 20, though.
Mm-hmm. I am too.
Anyway, it's like $1.60 for this thing. But you throw in a donut with that, $2 even. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what?
Sorry.
I almost did it. But I didn't.
What's that?
It's a fantastic story. I almost bought a donut with this.
You're not a donut guy, though.
How dare you?
Are you a donut guy?
Yeah. Dude, if it gets to a point where I haven't eaten in a while, let's say if I go on a stretch of 4 or 5 hours, and it could be like a day-old donut, too. Like one that's been sitting out, not even with the lid closed. So you know there's going to be some stiffness in it. I'll fucking take that thing down.
Even with
Maybe a couple.
staleness?
Yeah. Dude, me and my buddy used to go to the convenience store that sold donuts. They had the fresh ones out there that were like cheap enough, but they had the day-old ones that were like 25 cents a piece. Yeah. We hit the day-old ones. I mean,
Did you really?
save some money.
Nah.
Can't do it. You gotta
It's
be fresh.
heartbreak. Oh, I have to have fresh. And if I see one that they've icinged up and it's all beautiful and the
Melty.
icing still looks wet on top,
Shiny.
and I
It's
start
got that
getting
sheen
excited
to
about
it.
it,
Yeah.
and then I bite into it, and it's like it tastes like it's 2 days old. I'm done.
You were waiting so hard to set that up, weren't you? That's the only reason you want to comment on donuts. You're like, I'm gonna fucking lay this thing out perfect just to do the timing though. I'm gonna give you the silent clap on that. That was beautiful.
We could have been talking about trampolines, and
Yeah.
I would have figured a way to work that in there. It didn't matter to
That's
me.
awesome. That's awesome. You know what? I've never had, except for once. My mom, she made like homemade, like those little just shitty ones that you throw in some cinnamon and sugar, but she deep fried them. Like a little fry daddy.
Wait now.
And those were awesome, man, because they were like just fucking right off the thing, right out of the fryer. And that's the only time I've ever had like fresh donuts. But I imagine like if you go to like a donut shop, you know, and they just make one up, and they just pull it out and give it to you.
Speaking of one up, I'm going to one up your story right now.
What a dick.
Okay. 2003.
You got the date. It was a Wednesday.
No, I can tell you exactly what day it was. September 28th,
Don't even say 11th. How dare you? Nice.
2003.
Happy birthday.
No.
No, I know.
Happy anniversary.
Oh.
It was the day after my wedding.
Oh, shit.
We're in Vegas,
Nice.
Las Vegas.
Is there another Vegas? Where?
It's a planet.
No. There's no other important Vegas. Anyway.
There was a Krispy Kreme, not in the lobby, not out on the street. There was a Krispy Kreme directly next door to our room.
What?
They had a little cave-in area in the hallway going to our room. A Krispy Kreme where they were making fresh ones, pulling them out, slathering them, glazing them up right there. So when we get up in the morning, go over there, give me 2.
Dude,
Well, come on, man. Who am I?
yeah.
People can see me now.
Yeah.
Give me 8.
Yeah. Be honest.
So Hannah could have 1.
That's right.
Okay?
I'm going to knock the rest of these out. That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes in my house, too.
And they were not just the drizzle stuff was warm. The entire thing throughout was just warm and wet and just.
I'm about to explode.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Same hallway, but I had to actually walk probably 30 or 40 feet past the Krispy Kreme. Same hallway, Mama Giordino's or whatever it was, pizza.
Nice.
Fresh.
How long
Right.
did you stay on the honeymoon?
So we were there 5 days.
Oh, my God. I would have gained at least 15 pounds.
I'm sure I did.
For sure.
I'm sure I did.
Did you go?
And then my best man kept sending us stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Huge, like oversized bottles of champagne.
Nice.
Hannah doesn't drink.
Nice.
Huge, yeah. Champagne, wine, boxes of candy. Each night we had something when we got back to the room. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Awesome.
Dude.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, come on. All I would have done was wake up, get donuts, okay, eat those, breakfast pizza, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure they
and all the
it.
movie channels came with the room.
Really?
None of that cost.
You didn't have to buy it?
No.
Well, did you have to get the food too? Was that like, or was that added on later to the bill? Like, could you just like say, charge us to room, whatever?
No, we paid.
Did you?
Right there at the thing. Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah.
It's always the best. You feel like such a badass when you're like, yeah, just charge that to the room.
Mm-hmm. And don't even tell them what room. Just
Yeah.
walk away, and they know that it's you.
Yeah. They're like, I know. Trust me. Facial recognition. We've had it for years. FBI is not even up on that yet.
And you walk away, and that's all they hear is, yeah,
Because, yeah,
charge that to my room.
you just got donuts, bro. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Good fade.
I love it.
Good fade.
Thank you. That was
welcome.
a computer fade. I didn't do it with the faders.
Once you get really good, you'd be like, you won't have to look at it.
Like a DJ.
You'll be the dude over here just eyeing me up and just fiddling with shit. But it'll sound awesome. Just, yeah, you'd be like one of those techno dudes. Mm-hmm. Have you seen on YouTube? They have like an online class now for that, like to become
like
one of those
EDM.
Yeah, there's a guy. I don't know who he is. I think he's famous for doing it.
Yeah.
But like he opens up and he like plays one of those clips. It's just some techno shit going on, and he's like, "That's a rookie. That's a rookie mistake, number one." And you're like, "What the fuck is he even talking about?" You know what I mean? He just starts going into it, and then he like explains about how I always skip it because I get tired of listening to it like 5 seconds in.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who? I mean, I'm sure there's people that are going to do it. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to sit there and watch a YouTube video on how to make a techno song.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. People like that, though. Have you seen the concerts?
You like the techno?
No.
You like the EDM?
No.
Do you like the trap? Do you like the steampunk?
No.
Do you like this
Nope.
dubstep?
No.
You don't like that?
No.
Okay, so the 3.5 hours I spent downloading shit for this show, I'm going to need to go get rid of.
No.
Check.
It'll be awesome because then it'll give me something to bitch about.
That's true.
It'd be
You
really
need
funny.
something.
It'd be really funny. No, it just amazes me because I'm not like a guy. I don't like concerts. I don't like a lot of people, like around me. I don't like crowds.
Like music.
No, music's
Like
okay.
Happiness.
I'm not one of the guys. Like I have friends that are like fucking super into music. Like they like know bands and shit. They can tell you when like the newest song's coming out.
Yeah. Who their first drummer was
Yeah.
in high school. And
All that shit. I'm lucky if I can name the band. I gotta heard the song 150 times, know all the words. Someone's like, "You heard that new whatever band song?" Like, no. Then they'll play it. Oh, that fucking thing. Yeah, yeah. I got you. But I'm I'm just not into it. And so like, I've been to a few concerts, okay, and I've seen some ridiculous shit. Like I went to I was in high school, and my wife took me to Bowling for Soup. You remember that band?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, one of those concerts. Okay,
Okay.
and it was whatever. I'm not a huge fan of that band, but whatever.
No, wait. Something prompted her to take you, though. Did you?
She got tickets.
Did you own a little Bowling for Soup?
No, she might have. But you're doing the boyfriend thing, right? She's like, "Hey, give me tickets to the concert." I'm like, "All right, let's go check this out." So I get there, and I see some of the most incredible shit I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Normally, when you hear about a concert and mosh pits, you think something hard. Okay, some heavy metal, maybe some death metal, whatever you're into. But it's going to have a little bite to it. Never in my life did I expect to see people mosh pitting to Bowling for Soup.
No.
But I saw it. mind you, it was like 3 guys, and everybody was pissed about it. Like they were trying to get it started, but nobody was having it. They were like, "What the fuck are you doing? It's Bowling for Soup. Calm down. Like, go fucking."
It's like going to Sinatra.
Yeah.
Fly me to the people out there. You
Elbow and feet. Like, I don't get it. I was like, what the fuck? What's happening right now? You know? And then I went to a legitimate rock concert when I saw it. You know, they were doing it. Which that was awesome too. I should probably go to more concerts as much as I don't like them, just for the stories, because I always see something awesome. Like the second one I went to see was Wolfmother. Okay, so like they're an Australian band, a rock band.
Short-lived.
They're still going. I think they made 2 albums.
Like Mudhoney.
I don't know. But
Driving
anyway,
and Crying.
they had an opening band for them. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show or not, but it was the best because fucking they sucked, and everybody.
Oh wait, are we still at the same show? Have
No,
we gone to a
different
different
show.
show?
Different show.
I need to.
Let's go
I'm
back.
Sorry, can I
Yeah,
back you
backtrap.
up to the
Bowling for Soup?
Bowling for Soup? Who opened for them?
No idea.
But they did have an opener.
I think so.
Maybe a local band.
Probably. They weren't very big.
All right. What style was Bowling with Soup?
Pop? Punk? I don't know.
Can you hum me anything?
No.
Anything.
Bro, I told you I'm not a music guy. I don't know. I can't even remember the song that made them popular. Can't. You could point a gun at my face and say, I'm going to shoot you right in the head unless you can hum me a Bowling for Soup song. I'm like, well, it's been a good run. Let's knock it out.
Nothing.
I got nothing for you, man. I got nothing. Can't. It's not here. Non-existent.
Did they have T-shirts? Did you get a T-shirt?
No. I don't do that.
Did Maddie get a T-shirt?
No.
Okay.
We were just there for the experience. I was there because I was doing the boyfriend thing at the time.
Okay. What was the venue?
I don't remember.
Yikes.
I told you, I don't care about the music. I'm sure that you could.
It doesn't sound like you care about much of anything.
That's true. But I'm sure you could like paint me a detailed picture out of ketchup and other paints.
Whose car did you go in? Yep. Don't remember.
Probably mine.
No.
Because I like to drive.
You don't remember?
I'm one of those guys, I can't stand it when other people drive.
I do remember enjoying driving at the time.
Yeah. This is so long ago, though, man. This is probably like the first year that we dated, which was like 12 years ago. You know what I mean? So I got nothing. I can't remember like important shit in the relationship that she remembers and she tells me about and wants me to remember. Like I can tell like she wants a deep, meaningful connection. I'm like, I got nothing. I'm sorry. Like I'm genuinely sorry, but I've already forgotten about it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an asshole.
I've said it to you before. And I don't know if you threatened to punch me in the throat or if you actually grabbed my throat. I don't remember.
How dare you?
Because we
I've
don't
not
remember things
assaulted
anymore.
you.
But when I mentioned the
recall.
word, and I attached this word to you, aloof or aloofness, you didn't care for it. You don't find yourself aloof, do you?
Depends. It depends on what it is.
Music?
For sure.
Yeah.
Could care less. Could care less. Now, I'll listen to pretty much any genre of music if I think it sounds good.
Will you?
Yeah. That's not an exaggeration.
So good in your mind, just good is good.
If it sounds good to me,
Okay.
which I can't really explain what that is. It's usually more upbeat stuff. You know, I don't like the power ballads. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Love songs, you know.
Don't let people tell you what you like.
I know what I like.
I tell my boys that all the time. Don't let people tell you what's good.
Yeah, it's all
You
it's
laugh
all,
at what you laugh
yeah,
at.
it's all subjective.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me hit on this.
Let's move forward to the
Let's
next.
hit on the Wolf Mother real quick.
Wolf Mother was how many years have gone by since the
I want to say 8,
incident?
maybe 8, 7 or 8. I feel like
Oh, okay.
7 or 8, somewhere in there.
So this is fairly recent in my world. Fairly recent, within the past decade.
I think it's the last concert I went to. Wow. I'm not for sure. I can't. I'm not. I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because I just don't go to that many concerts. But anyway, they're playing. They were actually really good live. Like, they were a good band. I was like pleasantly surprised or like glad that I went, and saw it because they were good. But anyway, their opener, man, they were tanking. People were booing them, because they didn't give a shit. Yeah, they wanted to see Wolfmother. So as they're booing him, the lead singer of the band's getting more pissed. He's getting more agitated because they're getting booed. And so before he does his last song, he goes, he just addresses the whole crowd. He said, "This one's for your moms." And then he fucking starts going, which was just beautiful. Because people started chucking beer bottles at him and shit. Sure. It was the fucking best thing ever. I was like, this was worth the price of admission for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think he wanted to land like super hard, but nobody gives a. Come on, man. Who are you offending with that? Nobody. Yeah. Nobody there. That didn't sting anybody. Just because your feelings were hurt, man, that you got booed. Move on to the next show.
Yeah.
Call it a day, do your last song, and get out of there. Don't be Nickelback.
You would think if they started like any other band and had to play the little crap holes, that they'd have a thicker skin.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Because every band has that story where they played for 3 people and 2 of them were, throwing up on their equipment and stuff and hated them.
Yeah. Yeah. Have to be. But no, man. No. That clearly he was, he must have had like these visions of just coming in and just fucking flooring the place, just shredding it, just knocking it out of the park, and it didn't happen. Nobody was having it.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that with anything in my life, whether it's been sports or anything, that I walk in thinking, I'm knocking it, or have some picture of like, girls ripping their tops off and throwing them at me or whatever. I never had those visions of anything like that ever happen. Not even in a dream does that stuff happen.
It's always the opposite. I come in and they start putting parkas on.
Yeah.
Like, God damn. I got to start working out.
Oh, my dreams, I'm walking down the steps to, tighten the hand bindings and.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I wake up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's just, I need to go to more. I bet there's more shit like that happens. I always see funny videos. My favorite one is Nickelback when they played in Mexico.
Yeah.
Dude, lead singer got drilled with a beer bottle. Ooh. Oh, my God.
I don't think I've seen that. It's a video.
Hilarious.
I'm sure
yes. It's because you know how people hate Nickelback.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And they played in Mexico. They went down there. It might have been Brazil. It was a country South America somewhere. And or Mexico, one or the other. And anyway, huge crowd, man, huge. They come out, they start playing like one song, everybody's booing them. They're getting hammered with shit, man. And the lead singer takes one, I think, right to the noggin, right to the head, beer bottle. After that, they wrapped it up, for sure. But it was hilarious,
man.
That sounds horrible.
That would be rough.
Yeah. I mean, not for them because they're still multimillionaires. So I mean, whatever. Sure, that one's gonna sting, but he can drink that off and take some aspirin. He'd be fine. Sit and lay on his bed of money. He got the last laugh there because they had to pay him to come do that concert. So he's like, we did one song, easy night, minus my head wound.
Yeah.
But chicks dig scars, right?
Like Chris D'Elia. I saw his most recent special he had, and I think the only funny thing he said in it was that love me or hate me, I've already got your money.
It's true.
So enjoy the show. You might as well just chill out and enjoy it.
It's true, man. It's true. That's the thing about weird about doing any kind of live show, man. It's because there's that like little dynamic factor of like people's day. Like they could have had the fucking worst day ever, or like several people could, and they're expecting, what, their little release. They're like, I'm going to go to the show. Dude's going to make me laugh. But they're so negative when they get in there or a concert or whatever. They're so negative, and then the shit just starts happening. They're like, oh, fuck this. Then they just, all their fucking negativity just spreads, and then it just flattens the room out, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure it just sucks after that. But
that'd be rough.
It happens. It happens, man. Oh well.
Hopefully not to you.
I don't think it'll ever happen to me. I don't know if I have the balls. I probably would to do stand up, but I'd have to like spend a lot of time working on it because I wouldn't be like super mad if I flopped like right out of the gate because I'd expect to.
Yeah.
Never doing it before, I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking bomb and it's gonna be horrible, but everybody does it, right? You know, so. But because that's the one where you like, for me personally, like I'm like you. I like to make people laugh, like a lot. It's like it's kind of a high. So I would go in wanting to just fucking crush it, and then the first joke I threw out there that didn't get a laugh, I'd be like, God damn it, here it comes, and then it would just derail the whole show. You know.
But they do that now. I mean, Jimmy Norton, he's one of my favorite, and he'll talk about after doing it for 30 years. He will be trying out new material or something like that, and he might have a night, 15 jokes, 3 laughs.
Yeah. To me, that's amazing, too, because like, if you see guys like that are like nationally famous for being comedians, it's hard for me to fathom them going to do a show and bombing. You know what I mean? And having a joke land flat. Now, I know that it does happen because they got to work on stuff, timing, different words, what they're going to say, but it's crazy to think that somebody that's that good gets up there, does a show, and then gets no laughs. Like, you're like, what?
And it can't help when people in the audience have decided
that they're not gonna
to be relentless. Yeah.
Some of the times that's awesome though.
Oh yeah, if the guy on stage can handle it, and
that's one of my new favorite guilty pleasures to watch on YouTube is stand-ups shredding hecklers.
Yeah.
The best are like the guys that have been doing it forever, so they're used to it. And then you can tell the guys that have something prepared that are ready for a heckler, and then the guys that are just good enough where if somebody heckles them, they can target them and just start fucking picking them apart. Like Rogan's that dude. Like if he doesn't have anything ready, but if you start heckling him during a show, he's gonna look at you and then he's just gonna start picking shit out and fucking making fun of you. Well, there's other stand-ups I've seen, man, they've got something ready. Like they're just, and it's funny, but it's prepared. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just.
I'm not either of those guys ready to deal with hecklers like that, because it's not something I expect.
Sure.
Up on stage
right.
yet,
Right.
So I would be just like I am right now. If you said something to you just that's girlfriend is ugly too.
Boom.
But then on my drive home, I would be nailing them on my drive home. It would be beautiful. It'd be like, oh man, if I had that guy's number, I'd text him right now.
That's one of the worst fucking things in life is when you get in an argument with somebody and then you finish the argument, but like a half an hour later you find that one that would have just fucking crushed it.
I always do.
Yeah, that's me too.
Always find it.
Me too. I'm like, God, why didn't I say that?
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a heckling situation.
No.
Just in a conversation, just with you. You and I just talking in general, but before you're ready to leave the studio or something, we'll be talking. I'll be like, I would have really nailed that one if I would have said this or said it would have really made him laugh or
always
something.
Always, man. You're sitting there, you got an hour-long show to just be like, let me just work something in, or you might hear something that just triggers something funny. There's nothing, and then you get us the second you click it off, boom, a flood of just awesome shit flies in there. It's the best. It's the best. Now, see, but recently though, the shit that you've been saying to people that I've been finding just awesome. Should I bring it up? Should I bring up the meeting or after the meeting?
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
Well, guys, dude, I couldn't. It was, I don't know if it was maybe why you said it, but just the fact that you worked it into a conversation or just that it came up how it did was one of the funniest things ever to me. Because we were talking about the weather, how crazy it is. And then you said, something effective. Our grass is growing like crazy or something.
At my house. So the grass at my house is growing like crazy.
And I'm like, well, which first of all, I was like, well, fucking grass is growing everywhere. Because that's all it does. Which I just thought was ridiculous. And then just the fact that it was like Like that was like the next thing in the conversation that came up. She was like, this weather's crazy. You're like, yeah, the grass in my house is growing like crazy. I just was like, what the fuck? I just couldn't believe it. It was just so funny. It struck me so funny. Like we just need to start doing more podcasts with our marketing team at Spire.
Oh man,
because that's dude. You have these like one-liners that are just knocking it out of the park. I wish like we had it recorded because when I hear it, I can't not help but laugh in a room full of people that aren't laughing. You know, like they're looking at me like I'm stupid. But I'm like, you clearly missed it. You know, we had our little marketing session. Do Gandalf comment as the. Let me set it up. We have these little. We have the bubbles of truth. I don't know what they're called, but they're little points of how you should effectively market your brand. And there's the protagonist. That's how they played it, I guess, or how they pitched it, and they put that little Gandalf wizard thing as the icon.
Yeah.
And so they were talking about that, or like how to use that to get money. And so or that was the next symbol. They haven't even talked about the money yet. And you're like, let's just skip right over Gandalf and get straight to the cash, dude. And it was the funniest shit because it was just perfect. It was perfect. I wasn't even thinking of it.
You're too kind. No. Mine is a combination of being half a century old, and I don't have endless energy like you have right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So you might get 2 real solid hours out of me where I'm really into it, just laser focused. And then after that, it's like, we need to get to meat and potatoes because I got to go have a Diet Pepsi and, you know.
And a tug.
And, yeah. And stare at some meaningless television for a few hours to recharge my battery.
Well, you know what, dude? It's funny that you say that because if you, like, doing this show, like, there'd be times I'm coming up and I come in and I'm fired up. I'm like, I could do an hour and a half, 2 hours easy.
Yeah. Just
depending on whatever we're talking about. There's other times where I could still do the show, but my energy levels are, like, kind of flat. And it's like it's taxing. It's mentally taxing. So you feel like at the end of it, you're like, fuck, man, I'm super drained. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
We were worse. We were way worse a year ago when we first started because we thought we had to have every second filled with sound with us talking, and then it had to be joke, you know, me joke, you joke, me joke, you joke.
Yes.
Back and forth.
Horrible.
Those are. I can't even listen to those shows anymore. I can't do it. We'll have to have a listening party sometime in the future where we just loop
tear our shit apart.
Yeah.
But God, we're so stupid. Yeah, that's. I think that's like the tough thing about doing a podcast is you want it to be entertaining, you know. So you're like, we gotta laden it with as much funny shit as we can. But then that just makes for a horrible show because you're just trying really hard at the end of the day to make some things funny that aren't, you know. And not everybody wants to hear that the whole time for like an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just want to listen to just noise. They'd be in the car, just rush hour. Fuck it, just put something on. Just wait.
Somebody's voice I like.
Excuse me.
I've done that before. I've listened to a show just because somebody has a good radio voice.
You got to be careful with that though. You get a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
Then you start nodding out. Me? Oh my God. Dude, yeah. You get off work, get that hum of the road. You hit that little rumble strip.
Art Bell, don't you? Do you remember Art Bell?
Awesome voice, man.
Or
he
George Norrie took over for him, but you got to hear some.
Well, because
Art Bell.
Because Coast to Coast, George Norrie, he's the main host now, but they have guest hosts. So I was lucky enough to hear Art Bell guest host it, and they on like the weekends they'll do like a pre-recorded like 90s episode of like Art Bell.
Right.
They'll put him on there, which he's hilarious.
Yes, he was. I was listening to him back then. Yeah.
He does something like George Norrie, dude, is super nice to people, man. Like even the craziest people that call in, super respectful. Always gives them like the time of day, you know. says something nice about their comment.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a dismissive way, but still nice. You know what I mean? Art Bell, man, just calls somebody stupid. He'd be like, "Now you're dumb," and click off the fucking phone. It was the greatest thing ever. He did not give a shit.
I remember, and if you don't listen to Art Bell or
Coast to Coast AM,
go to
what we're talking about.
Coast. Yeah.
Art Bell has his own podcast too, by the way. Now
Is he doing it from
his home? I think.
Oh, okay.
Like he's got a local studio where he lives, which I think is out west. Rogan went on it. He went on it.
Did he really? Yeah. A lot of guys respect him.
Sure, man.
But he's got that really good voice.
Awesome
But
voice.
I remember
That smoker voice, man.
it's
awesome.
Yeah.
It's good.
I remember two funny stories about Art Bell. One is when he was doing a show. He was in the middle of the show, and he went on break. He took a break, and he went outside to do something to his air conditioner, and he ended up pulling his back, and he couldn't get back into the studio when they came back. So everybody was, and it was like during one of the spaceship shows. So everybody's thinking he got sucked off the air by Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like
They always. Yeah, that's my favorite, man. They'll be doing a show like that, and then some static will hit, and I'm like, see the government.
See? Yeah,
they don't want this information out.
I love that.
Always, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just funny.
But the second one was when he would open up a phone line.
Okay.
When they were talking about whatever, ghosts, goblins, whatever, and
Those are the best calls, by the way.
But on this particular one, he called the Antichrist line. Anyone who knew anything about the Antichrist or was the Antichrist, he said, "I'm going to leave this line open for the Antichrist. If you are the Antichrist, please call." And so he would get calls all night on that line, and everybody would come on with this, "Art, I am the man you know as Satan," and he would just go, "Wow." He's like, "What is with Satan? Does Satan have COPD or a breathing disorder?" Because everybody that calls has it, and it was just hilarious. He would shred.
That's
people.
awesome, dude. That's what I'm talking about. The dude was the best.
Yeah,
it was so awesome, man. Didn't give a fuck.
No,
because he would just call people stupid or just ridiculous. People calling it, and like they think they were like laying an awesome comment out. He'd be talking about something. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna move to Canada or Mexico because U.S. sucks." And he'd be like, "Well, go ahead." He was like, "Have you ever been to Mexico?" or whatever. He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, you're stupid." He'd be like, "You're just dumb." Super dismissive, but it was fucking hilarious. He was awesome, man.
He moved to when his wife died. He moved to, was it Thailand or
I have no idea.
someplace like that?
I thought he lives in the United States now.
Oh, he's back
Again.
now. Yeah,
I want to say it's Montana, but I'm not for sure.
He was in Vegas. He
might still be in Vegas.
Nevada. Pahrump.
He might still be there.
Nevada.
He might still be
right?
there. I know. I think it's somewhere out west. I'm not for sure, but I think it might still be like Nevada or something like
He
that.
called it the compound.
Yeah. Did he have
There
fences
were
up and
some
shit?
issues.
Snipers.
I don't know. Probably because all of the people that listen to him are kind of those people, the UFO folk and the Squatch folk, and those, and they want to meet
The man.
Art. Yeah, they want to meet. And
dude, I wanted to go to at Shawshank. Nori was coming to do a show there.
Yeah,
and it was like a live show, and I wanted to go, but I had to work or something, so I couldn't make it. But I was like, because I had, I'll listen to that show, Coast to Coast, and in my mind, I have a picture of what George Nori looks like.
right.
And then I saw him.
Yeah.
I looked up a photo.
Yeah,
Completely different.
never what you think. No.
Completely different. Art Bell, I was pretty close. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of, some people, when you hear them, you just know, right? You just got it. You're like, I'm locked in. I know exactly what this cat looks like, or pretty close to it. Yeah. Nori, way off, man, because he's got like a grandpa type voice, like a, so you expect him to be a little bit, you got some gray hair.
Yeah, right.
Right. I wouldn't say, I didn't expect him to be frail, but having a certain, like a slimmer look to him, but an older guy, right?
Yeah.
Nah, man. jet black hair,
Yeah.
jet black mustache. God, what a badass.
Yeah.
He looked like Robert Goulet.
Yeah, Bob Goulet.
Kind of like
Bobby.
Like that kind of look. It's awesome. I have so much respect for dudes that wear mustache. We've talked about this before, but in today's day and age, if you wear a mustache,
Just a mustache.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a mustache, you're badass. Because clearly you don't care about getting laid
You have to.
unless you can pull it off. Unless you're Selleck.
You care about two things: being a motorcycle cop
Boom.
and
Greasing up that stash.
yep,
Dusting the crummies out of there.
stashery, as you call it.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to grow up back. I got to post, dude. I have an awesome photo. And I might have it on my phone, which I didn't bring in, of course, to show you. It's when I had the mustache.
Yeah.
And down at The Ohio University. That's where I went to college.
Oh, you
Oh, yeah.
go Wizards.
Bobcats. I will come across this table, rip that beard right off your face. Anyway, there's a tunnel. It goes underneath this little bridge. And people, they graffiti in there and stuff, you know. It's like a thing. It's like a little art area.
Tagger's Paradise.
Pretty much. And I was doing my sexy model poses, mind you.
As you're wont to do.
Then I looked like a huge pedophile. It's awesome. The photo's all distorted, too, so it looks like I have super fat legs.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm a midget. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Minus my torso's long, though. And then I'm just kind of giving you like a La Tigre at the camera with my stash. It's beautiful.
The best photograph I've seen of you that is not you is that Toby Keith. Old Toby Keith where he's standing there.
He's got the
he's
blue.
all sheepishly standing
The blue
there.
shirt.
And he's too big, physically big, to have that sheepish little look that he has that he's given the camera, and he's got the full beard,
The mullet.
Man, that is you.
It was when
That is you.
when they put that up on the computer, I was like, dude, I had to laugh because I was like, it's so funny.
Well, we had people convinced that your 9 to 5 there that was you.
Actually, me.
That was you, and we're like, yeah.
They're like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
that is.
look at that hair.
What is he doing?
Happened?
Yeah.
That Statham gene hit him hard. Well, yeah, it did. Believe me, if I could grow my hair out now, yeah, I would contemplate a mullet for sure. Just cause when you're Statham it out 24/7, you miss it a little bit.
During Super Bowl chili cook-off,
Oh yeah, dude, how did that go this year?
my mom won again.
No,
Every time she's entered, she has won. Yeah, we had
she one of those people
9 chilies.
Is she like Jordan, where she'll come a year and then like retire for like 5 and then come back?
Yes, that's exactly what she's done. But every time she
How
comes,
many times has she won it total?
3.
Is that the most? Is it?
Yeah, she's the
Like that?
No,
or is somebody
Hannah-
tied?
Hannah's had 3.
So that's
She's tied with
that's
Hannah.
like the benchmark.
But Hannah enters one every year. My mom enters one every several years.
So Hannah's like Tom Brady, right? She's got 3.
Yeah.
She's got 3 rings.
got
She's
3.
been there several times to the dance. Where your mom is like Joe Montana. Every time he goes to
Montana.
the playoffs, he wins it. You know
Thanks
what I
for
mean?
comparing her to Montana. That means a lot to me because to me, he is the greatest quarterback to
Well-
ever breathe air.
There's an argument now
Yeah.
with him and Brady, but where he's going to get Brady is no interceptions in the playoffs. Every time he went to the Super Bowl, he won it. He's got 4 rings, which is 1 less than Brady, but
Oh, well.
he didn't have a Hall of Fame coach, nor did he blow an 18-0 record to the Giants.
Anyway, back to my point about I said all that to get you back around to Statham.
To Chile.
I found out that my mom is a huge Statham fan.
Every woman is.
Really?
Come on. If they love him. He is the bald guy's, I don't know, Jesus? I don't, he's the guy. He's the man. Any bald dude is like, you know what? He did it. He made it. Maybe if I do some more push-ups and crunches and shit and talk all Britishy.
Do you remember Telly Savalas?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay.
What's he done?
He was
What's he in?
Kojak. He
Oh,
was
okay.
Kojak back in the day.
But see, that's a different type of bald.
He's a different bald.
That's a mister Clean bald.
Mm-hmm.
That's slick, man. See, Statham doesn't do that.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
That is so unprofessional.
It happens.
So unprofessional.
You're a popular guy. You got porn shoots and stuff. But yeah, that's a different type of bald, man. Like I tried that. That's a lot of work. Because if you were to just lose all your hair like that, that'd be awesome. Super convenient. You just, shower, towel it off, good to go. When you still have hair that grows, you gotta think about that for a second. Number one, do you pick it all off? Super time consuming for me because I'm OCD with it. I can't have like the grains in one direction being all spiky.
Okay.
I gotta have that thing smooth like a baby's ass, man. In
Really?
every direction. So that's why I just buzz it. You know what I mean? I just get it as short as I can get it. Cut it that way.
Now you've got hair though,
Right.
You've got plenty of hair if you wanted to grow it out,
But it's
Did
thin.
it start?
It's thin up there. You know what I
Because
mean?
a lot of guys, once they start doing gray, they
I
will
don't care.
also.
I don't care. The color doesn't bother me at all. I could be gray right now. It wouldn't bug me one bit. It's
Really?
Yeah. Just the thinning thing sucks because my older brother,
Yeah.
no issues. I got the shitty eyes. I got contacts. Fucking going bald. Him, full thick hair,
2020.
laser vision.
Yeah.
Probably X-ray.
Blue eyes that just pop
Nah, they're
everywhere he
brown.
goes.
The brown. We got
Just
brown
has
eyes.
that smolder when he looks at you.
Yeah, man. He's got all the. He's slightly taller. He's got like a better looking face than me. Mine's kind of fatter. His is like thinner, better cheekbones. He's a fucking dick. But anyway,
Yeah. Sounds like it.
what an ass. I don't want to talk. Just gonna get me fired up.
Let's have him on sometime.
So I have to work out so much to try to compete.
Let's have him.
He's got a better job than me, makes more money.
We'll just
fucking
heckle
dick.
him. We'll just heckle him. Just bring him on
I
here
will.
and just beat him
Just
to
berate
death.
him, make him
Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool goatee you got there,
Yeah.
guy.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
What are those flip-flops you got there? Those your
Awesome
mom's?
shoes.
What are you? Oh, yeah. You upset? You upset? Huh? About your flip-flops?
You're just waiting. You're just waiting. You're like, how can we set up another thing?
Don't call me out on it.
Dude, no, you're doing so much better than I would. If I had that thing, it'd be like every fucking 10 seconds.
Well, I have now played everything we have on here so far. I have
We got
the
stuff.
thumb drive. I got a ton to go on it. I came up with some
Baby steps.
Man,
Baby steps.
yeah,
We'll get there.
yeah.
We'll get there. Yeah, the Crazy Frog's awesome. We got that. Mm-hmm. There's countless things that we can incorporate now. I'm excited. We got the soundboard, dude. This studio. I don't know if the cameras can catch behind me. Sam Jackson Chimp. It's my fucking favorite.
See,
Awesome.
All
It's
right.
a little racist.
no, that's
For
what
sure.
you said when you first saw it, and
But it's
I
fucking
didn't
so
see it.
cool.
See, you're into guns.
Yeah.
We're in the Bad
a
Monkey
1911.
Studio. In case anybody's wondering, what's the monkey thing?
Bad
This
Monkey
is the
Studios.
Bad Monkey Studios.
TM.
And I didn't even think Sam Jackson until you came in and said it.
When you
Now
that's
that's all
Pulp
I think
Fiction.
about.
From
No,
Pulp
I know.
Fiction.
No, that's not necessarily
Yes, it is.
from
He's got the suit on.
just
That's-
because he's got the.
I'll
black
show you
suit.
the photo.
I know.
that's modeled after.
Well, I'll still.
I love it.
it's still
By the way,
debatable. Well, so do I. But I don't want it to have a racist slant to it.
I feel like it does, but
Well,
that's
it
just
does
me.
now.
That's just me.
He's got piercing eyes.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson's the shit too.
Well, you're a gun guy. That's why I got that for
I know.
you.
I know. It's
That
Paul.
was
I
a
love
gift.
Pulp Fiction. Just one of my favorite movies. So good. Sam Jackson with a Jerry curl is the only dude that I've ever seen legitimately rock out a Jerry curl and still look awesome.
Can they see my guy?
I don't know.
You set up the camera.
I don't know. But I don't think so. Maybe like half of it.
Well,
I gotta
if they can
zoom
see
out.
me.
I gotta zoom out. They can see you. They can see that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you got your big ass head
Yeah.
blocking most of it. You know what
Big
I'm saying?
Rosie O'Donnell head. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It looks good. It
I'm
looks good
Irish,
on you.
man.
Yeah.
What can I say? And speaking of darker or lighter, Anybody who checks out our upcoming website is going to see some photos of me with a much whiter beard, a lot more gray.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, because I'm not like you.
Dude.
It's not all right with me. I have a young wife. I have little kids.
Yeah, but think about
I don't
this.
want them feeling like they're dragging grandpa around. I get enough of the grandpa stuff when we go shopping.
Yeah, but think about this, though, okay? You've got an opportunity. You're young enough right now.
Okay.
You've got an opportunity to corner the Santa Claus market.
Oh, my God.
Corner it for decades.
You were going to help me lose weight.
Yeah, but you're going
And now you want me to...
No, you could be shredded. Like, you start off.
You know what? I did see a sexy Claus.
I know. They
And
exist.
my wife even was like, wow, who is that? Because it was an old dude, looked like well into his 60s, but shredded.
Yeah.
And he's leaning up against a motorcycle. He's got the Santa Claus pants on, no shirt, and he's got two girls on each side of him. Big, long white beard, white flowing hair. Yeah. He looked phenomenal.
Yeah. If I ever get a six-pack, I'm not wearing a shirt, ever.
Yeah.
Trust it. It's going to happen. They're gonna have to be like, bro, we're gonna have to charge you with a crime. Put on a shirt. See a six-pack? Not a chance. Not a chance.
Dude, you're on an Alaska cruise.
I don't care. That's why I'm wearing a hat and mittens. Okay.
But you have no shirt on.
Yeah. Chiseled.
You got to cover that up.
But you can't cover up greatness.
The captain is really twisted. You got to get something on there.
I heard something that's remarkable to me. That once you're on a ship out on the water, they have to take you somewhere. I can't just throw you overboard. It's like a law or something. It's like a captain's law. Like a boat law.
Captain's law.
That might not be true, but I heard that recently. Like once you're on the ship, you're on there. Like if you're a stowaway, they can't just fucking throw you in the water.
Well, I'm 2 credits away from
murder,
finishing my maritime law degree.
Sure.
Or I would tell you
what do you
that
think?
was.
You haven't hit that yet? Is that
No,
coming up?
that you can't kill somebody in the ocean.
Well, how are they going to know? That's the thing. Unless somebody rats you out.
You know it happens all the time.
But what? Yeah, for sure. Those boats are huge. Mm-hmm. Cruise ships. They push somebody off.
Well, she jumped off.
She's crazy.
She was, when we came on this cruise, she was really depressed. So
Said
they
something
showed
about
hidden
jumping.
video of her just dancing.
Yelling, this is the greatest time of my life! Like,
It's great to be alive.
I hope I get on the cruise video! And then, yeah. So you want to, what? Depressed?
Yeah.
She was on Xanax. I don't know, man.
Yeah, she was
high at the time, too, so that's what you're seeing.
I don't do that, but she was really into lots of the drugs.
Tons of cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of it.
She was snorting the marijuana and doing all that.
We are good on our time, by the way, just so you know. We
Okay.
can keep this going another half an hour, though.
No, we can. I know you got stuff.
I do have stuff.
You know,
I always have stuff.
I have.
You have stuff, too.
Yeah, always.
You're an
There's
important
always
man.
stuff. There's always stuff.
Taxes. I got taxes tonight. It's tax time. Got to get that check coming in.
I'm going to have to ask you off the air how you're going to do your personal taxes without doing your business taxes first.
No.
Because we have that Friday.
I know. No, I'm doing my other business taxes tonight.
Oh, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
You're an entrepreneur.
It's a whole thing, buddy.
Wow.
But the greatest thing about both of the businesses that I started this year, none of them made money. So
Yeah.
beautiful. Not
Both
gonna
of them have
have to pay a cent to Uncle Sam.
Did you bomb?
Why don't you just look at my reviews on Facebook? Yeah, come talk to me. 5-star rated.
I haven't yelped.
For all your CCW needs, contact me.
I haven't yelped you yet.
What's a Yelp?
What? Is
Yelp
that
me.
where you go in there and they
Oh
rate
yeah,
people?
oh yeah, on the fucking
you do?
website. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't Yelp.
Who's the millennial here?
I think you.
Yeah. I don't have a close. I don't have a closing. What do you want? Do you want
Like a
crazy
closing
frog
sound?
out?
No. Yeah,
Do you want
let's just do it. Let's
to boats and hose or crazy frog out?
boats and hose.
Boats and hose.
Boats and hose so much better.
All right. All I ask you to do is love somebody.
drinking sangria.
Nachos, lemon heads, my dad's boat. You won't go down cause my dick can float.
We sail around the world and go port to port. Every time I come, I produce a quart.
Put on your life vest, let's drop anchor. There's a nice lady who I like to swank her.